Hi, we are member of Group 6. My name is Sanjeev and today we are presenting the case of Tyco International and PwC. In the case, the shareholders Tyco International feel legal lawsuit of top level management of the company and PwC. Auditors of Tyco International at the time as a breakup of the company generated a significant market value loss of approximately 100 billion US dollars. Chief Financial Officer of the company was charged with 22 different rounds of conspiracy, securities related fraud and falsifying the record of the company. The Tyco audit failure case is considered to be one of the most significant settlement cases related to the Big Four audit firms. Now, I would like to discuss about the key event of the cases. In this case, the top level management of the Tyco International were accused of implementing accounting fraud to overstate the income of the company by approximately 5.8 billion US dollars. PwC, auditor of the company at the time, was not able to identify this significant accounting fraud, due to which they were also involved in the legal case with shareholders of the company. According to the settlement details, the amount of 225 million US dollars paid by PwC was to be shared among the existing shareholders of the Tyco International. Though this victory can be considered as one of the biggest and significant victories for investors and shareholders around the globe, experts related to corporate governance suggested that the settlement was too small compared to the loss to investors and shareholders.
Hi, I'm Sumit, and I'll be discussing about the parties that they are responsible for the issue. Based on the case analysis, the top management level of Tyco International can be deemed responsible for the mismanagement of the financial report, as it is the most primary responsibility of the management to ensure accounting policies that are being implemented properly. Later on, it is also proved that the top management of Tyco International was intentionally involved in the overstating of the income of the company, approximately 6 billion US dollar, to positively influence the stakeholder and the shareholder of the company. Along with that, the another significant mistake in this case was from PwC, the auditor company of the Tyco International. They were not able to provide any kind of recommendation in documented form regarding the internal control system implemented by the Tyco International. Auditors of the company did not test further procedures even after identifying significant risks associated with the internal control system of the organization.
Ronit Rao. I'll be discussing under the investigation relevant issues in auditing and accounting raised by the case. According to the general acceptance accounting principles, the business entity is separate from the personal entity and they must be interlinked. In the case of Tyco International, funds of the company were found to be used for a personal purpose by the top level executives, which is against the basic principle of accounting. The shareholders and the stakeholders were not provided with correct and accurate information regarding the performance of the company, and they could not make effective and efficient investment decision. Overstatement of the income and understatement of the liable positively have influenced investment decisions. There were several audit-related failures during the audit of Tyco International. Auditors were not able to maintain the concept of independency, due to which the audit was compromised. Auditors were not able to access the significant risk associated with the authorized loans. Compensation and bonus are provided to the top level executive of the company. Auditor incorrectly suggests that the financial statement of the company were being formulated according to the guidelines provided. Generally accepted accounting principle, though it was far from the reality.
My name is Rosina, and today I'm going to discuss about some of the root cause of the issues. In this case, there had been an overstatement of income by almost 6 billion US dollars. One of the most significant cause behind Such overstatement was due to the intentional fraud accounting practices implemented by the chief financial officer. Though other top-level management and executives of the company were not involved directly, they should have enhanced control over the financial statements to make sure that all the accounting policies and generally accepted accounting principles are being followed. It can also be attributed to the negligence of the audit firm as they could not apprehend the fraud. This happened mainly because auditors did not maintain independence and were not able to assess the significant risks associated with the unauthorized loans, compensations, and bonus provided to the top-level executives of the company.
Hi, I'm Moti Koral and I'm going to explain about influence of this case on the audit firm's reputation. Criticisms are made claiming that auditors are paid competitive compensation for presenting independent views on the performance of the company. However, at times they form a close relationship with the companies with which they are associated for audit purposes. Such relationship can affect the outcome of audit report and can influence the image and reputation of audit firms negatively. According to the accounting and securities related law expert, accounting firms are required to uncover the frauds related to accounting practices committed by the management of the companies. One of the most primary and significant responsibilities of the auditor is to make sure that the accounting related activities implemented by the management of the company are according to the generally accepted accounting principles. However, as audit firms receives very less time to formulate their audit opinion, they take the samples instead of analyzing every transaction. This can significantly impact the truthworthiness of the opinions given by the auditing firms.
Hi, I am Vivek and I'll be discussing about different recommendations that can be implemented to improve the audit procedures to avoid any similar cases in the future. According to the Code of Professional Conduct, it is important for the auditors to retain proper independence from the client to provide true and fair opinion regarding the financial statement of the company. Also, auditors should analyze the risk associated with material misstatement and should perform proper substantiative procedures and test controls to improve the audit procedures. The auditors must analyze the significant amount of risk associated with management and should also verify the authorization related to the factors like compensation and debt. Minutes of the Board of Directors meeting and annual general meetings should also be properly analyzed. The auditors should critically analyze internal control system implemented in the organization, such as compensation paid to top executives and their involvement in share trading activities, as such activities can influence the decision-making process of the potential investors and stakeholder of the company.